Yes.
Sketchy tattoo shop story.
Sketchy tattoo stories, yeah. So, yeah, I don't really have anything too wild to tell, but just as a little bit of advice, I would just think, just to warn people, if you are going to find a place, do a little bit of research into what it is you're really getting into, what's really happening, what you're going to be doing, and kind of what the deal is. It's, at least for me, my first place I found, with it being in another country and me being from England, when I moved to Denmark, I didn't really understand 100% what I was getting into. A lot of our deal, it was in another language. I won't go into details where it was and who it was, but I ended up signing what was a 3-year contract on very, very, very low amount of pay, to less than minimum wage, less than kind of McDonald's worker kind of wage. Basically, I signed this. I was told something else and it wasn't what it turned out to be. So yeah, I was pretty much in a 3-year contract I couldn't really get out of, without paying some money to get out of this contract. So yeah, that's just, if you're going to get into something, just really kind of research what it is. If you do have a contract, check over that contract for any small print, any little details that you might be missing out on, just to not get yourself into a bad position. I did the 3 years what I had kind of unknowingly signed to, and luckily I managed to get out of that and move on to somewhere better and a lot more fair for me after that. It's just something, just for new people or someone who might find a new shop to go to. Just really do a little bit of research into what the deal is going to be, what you're going to be getting, what your deal is, kind of what your percentage is, if it works on percentage, if it works on monthly pay or anything like that. And if anything sounds remotely sketchy or a little bit odd, I would just say, stay as far away as you can from anything like that, because you don't want to find yourself 1 year down the line in a position that you don't want to be in. It's very hard to escape from or get out of. Also, the tattoo industry, it can be dangerous sometimes, if you're in a place with the wrong people or, people you don't want to kind of mess with. It's not to put people off, but it's just kind of a little bit of a warning, just to be 100%, just to be safe and kind of protect yourself a little bit from getting in a difficult situation, pretty much. And so it did work out for me, it ended up working out okay. But it's just in the start, when you have an offer like that, when you get a place in a shop, sometimes it can seem too good to be true, almost. And it did for me, I got this chance to move away to another country into what sounded like this really good deal. Everything sounded amazing. And it's not always like it seems to be. So this is what I mean when I say just check out what you're actually getting into. I wouldn't say I made a mistake, because it helped me, progress my tattooing and kind of get me to a position where in time I had the chance to then move to a shop that does things properly. But it's just to avoid, the people making the same, I wouldn't say a mistake, but this not getting into this confusion or this difficult situation that I got. Because, tattooing, some people maybe have this idea that it's this really cool job, it's easy going, everyone is happy, everyone is friends, and it's just the most chill job ever. And if you're in the right place, it can be a really nice job. You can meet, a lot of cool people, but at the end of the day, it's also a business as well, like anything else, it has to be taken serious. And some places will take that more serious than others, to the point where they will try and just make money off you, overwork you, and basically just use you like a tattooing robot, which is what I did for the last 3 years. And like I say, I don't regret that, because it taught me a lot of things also. It taught me to work, under pressure and under some difficult kind of stressful situations. So it can be helpful in a way. But yeah, the bottom line of it is just really check out kind of where you're going to, what you're getting yourself into, who you're working for. And just kind of know your deal, what you're going into, pretty much, just to save yourself any hassle or any future problems or anything like that. So yeah, I think the only way you're going to figure that out is by actually being a part of it, spending some months there and seeing how things are actually working, and kind of the little, inner secrets they might have to run into the shop. I think the best way is maybe just check out some reviews, or maybe if you got the option, to maybe speak to some of the staff there, or maybe ex-staff there, people who have worked there in the past. Try and, research a little bit about the place, what people's opinion of it is, customers, staff there, people who have worked there in the past. Just try and get a little bit of a feel for it, how it is to be there, and find out a little.